Just how you like it." "You could have just started with that," I mutter with a small smile on my lips. Connor leans in a little closer to me, reaching his spare hand over and tucking some of my hair behind my ear that has gotten loose from the messy bun it was in. I stare up at him, my lips parting as his fingers pause on my cheek. "I will clean up here. Go on up," Connor suggests, and I nod, ignoring the burning tension that sends shivers over my skin as he moves his hand away. 2 weeks of desire-filled looks, and all of them doing their best to stay out of my way, is driving me mad. I thought Connor and I were going somewhere. Now I feel like the forbidden princess or some shit. I nod, stepping away as I swallow my frustration and walk up the stairs of the basement. The dim lights are on in the corridor, and I walk quietly into the open-plan kitchen and lounge, seeing a plate of bacon on the counter. I pick up the plate before going and sitting down on the sofa, nibbling on the pieces in silence for a while. There is nothing but silence and the noise of me crunching on bacon in the cabin until I hear the familiar sound of heavy paws walking to me. Star walks to the side of the sofa, resting her massive head on the arm as she gazes at the bacon. "You've grown again, girl," I say, not feeling so shocked about her growth anymore, but wondering when it will stop. In just 2 weeks, Star has grown to my shoulder height, and all of us have been struggling to non-stop feed her while she has her growth spurt. I chuckle as Star turns her head to the side, flashing me those puppy dog eyes. "I'm not Connor or Nyx. That doesn't work on me," I warn her, shaking my head when she starts purring, and I sigh, knowing Star is making me go soft, as I feed her 2 pieces of bacon. Connor walks into the room, jumping on the sofa next to me and grinning. "So, you're sharing now? Awesome," he says, going to pick up a piece of bacon, and I slap his hand away, glaring at him, and he laughs. "Only Star, huh? How is that fair?" "She's cute and doesn't avoid me," I say, and Connor stops laughing, understanding what I mean straight away. "I'm not avoiding you. Trust me, Evie. I want nothing more than to be with you all the time. But..." Connor pauses as Star suddenly jumps in front of us, crouching low, growling as all the hairs on her back stick up in the air. I reach down the side of the sofa, pulling out my hidden dagger before standing up straight, right behind Star next to Connor. I stare at the space near the fireplace, where Star is fixated on, as the air starts to shimmer seconds before a blue fire burns a portal into existence. I hear Nyx and Trex run into the room, but I don't take my eyes off the portal, as a man in a white cloak steps out the portal, his head hidden in the cloak hood. The man lowers his hood as Star stops growling, and his familiar eyes lock with mine before he bows his head. "Princess Evelina Ravenwood, it is good to see you again." Chapter 2. Evie. "Keeper Grey, it is good to see you as well," Trex formally replies for me when I'm silent for far too long. I've never been one for small talk or lying about my feelings. This keeper has had me waiting for 2 weeks, and I want an answer first. I keep my eyes on Keeper Grey carefully as I stroke Star's head. Keeper Grey has cut his hair short, the sides are braided back, and there is now a black circle on his right cheek that I have no idea what it means. Trex walks past me to shake Keeper Grey's hand, drawing my attention to the fact Trex has a sword in his hand and he looks tense. I glance over at Nyx, who is leaning against a wall and watching me back. He looks like he just woke up. His wavy, long black hair is messy, and Nyx hasn't bothered to put on a shirt like Trex, just low-hanging black joggers. I run my eyes over his chest of tattoos that go all the way up his neck and down his arms, part of me wanting to step closer and examine every one of them. "How are you, Evelina?" Keeper Grey asks, making me turn my head to look at him as he goes and sits next to Trex on the other sofa. "Perfectly bored. You?" I reply, making him laugh as I cross my arms and wait for his reason for leaving me here so long. When he notices I'm not laughing and being quite serious, he stops laughing and sighs.